Greetings and welcome aboard to the Heavy Metal Truckers. We are your hosts. I am Pincushion, that is Doppler, and that is Frosty. And in this video, we are covering the new single from Blackbraid. That is...
something about a stag, that's all I remember.
yes, the dying breath of a sacred stag.
Yes.
Alright, let's do it. So thoughts?
I'm gonna have to let you know that I only got like a fourth of that.
Yeah, you disappeared.
Oh yeah.
At one point.
Okay, well you can judge a fourth of it when it's your turn.
So first thing first.
Good here. Sounded
Huh? Hello?
what I could be fun.
Hello?
Hold up. Well, okay, there he is.
There he is. There he is. There he
Alright.
is.
In a moment, sir. Poor bastard.
I'm saying I could hear him. It sounded a lot of fun. I put scenery.
Hey, maybe he should
I
go.
just have to, like,
It's
yeah.
Frosty.
Oh,
Hey, just we're gonna have you go last so you can wait, maybe get a better
Okay.
reception.
Get in a better area. We can cut all that mess out.
No, they're blooper reels, man.
Yeah, I know, right? But okay. So anyway, I'll start by saying that the song was better than the previous one that we listened to. For me, to me personally.
All right.
Now, that being said, I'm still concerned
Okay.
because to me, even this song is missing. To me, anyway, is missing what made first album songs, whatever that he put out, unique, special, whatever. You know, this is 2 songs in a row now to where, to me, they're just, I don't want to say generic, but they're more, you know, your typical black metal, I guess. This one, maybe not as much so, but still, it didn't have, with the exception of the music video, I feel like he's using, at least in this song, he used the music video to, you know, show his heritage more than he did the music. And before, the music also was a big part of it.
I got you.
And I feel like he's gone away from that in these last 2 songs, which worries me a little.
I have some theories, but
And because I don't, you know, I worry that if he is going that route, that it's going to cause him to get lost in the myriad of other black metal bands and not stick out like he was before. Because the dude's talented, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
You know, but I definitely miss, you know, that, you know, where he brought his culture musically into it as well, not just visually in the videos.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know how to describe it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, but I mean, other than that, if you ignore that, it was a decent song. Like it, you know, I enjoyed the song. It was definitely more so than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Had a good tune to it. It wasn't as in your face as a lot of black metal songs. This one was a little more toned down, a little more. What's the word I'm looking for?
What you're looking for, I may end up explaining on my part.
Maybe, because I can't think of the word. Like, I'll know the words if somebody says it, but you know.
I have a feeling I'm
yeah.
gonna pick up where you're kind of potentially struggling. Maybe. Maybe not, but maybe.
We'll see. But yeah, I mean, overall, you know, it was good. I still enjoyed it. I just miss the part that really drew me in from when he first started with his first album.
Yeah. I get where you're coming from. If Frosty, do you want to attempt to chime in?
I'm surrounded by trees.
I can see some.
We can hear you this time.
Yeah, and I enjoy
Hey,
your scenery, honestly.
The black
yeah,
screen.
it's a lot of fun.
Mhm.
From what I was able to hear, it sounded intriguing. I definitely enjoyed the scenery inside the music video. That's about as much of a 2 cents that I can put onto it as I can, because that's all I was able to gather.
So what we could do is, which is completely up to you. Before I go into my part, we can go back. Well, I don't know, because the track was fairly long, actually.
Yeah, it was a long song. I was thinking that as it was going along, I'm like, it was almost getting to a point to where it was bordering on being
Too long.
Yeah. Because I was wanting to ask, do we want to play it again so that he can give a decent perspective of it?
I guess I'd leave that up to him.
Not, is I don't know how long I'm going to be. I would say no, just because
We also do have another
I don't know
track
how
to do.
long I'm going to have that, and then I don't know how long I might be able to be heard.
Yeah, and that makes sense. So, we'll let you listen to it on your own time, and then if we can discuss on another video.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. So I absolutely loved every aspect of this. Like, it was far superior to the last track. Far superior. It goes back to what he is known for, which is being heritage-driven themes within his material. Instrumentally, there may be some things that are currently missing that he did have in some of his earlier material. However, what I did notice was that he was beginning to convert that within more of the guitar work. And what I'm beginning to wonder is if he's not going away from what he did in the beginning, but maybe he's trying to hone down a solid sound and a solid being able to get a solid sound so that he can bring in his identity within this material. Because in the beginning he had his native instruments that he included, which made it fascinating, which gravitated a lot of people towards his material, because this was black metal with not just a sound that could be commonly heard within any kind of Native American folk music or any kind of folky style, but just he actually used the instruments that's common to his heritage, his background. Background, best way I can say it. However, being able to succeed in doing that, you also want to be able to have a solid foundation of the genre that you are primarily focusing in, and then you can bring in your background to kind of balance it out and to give who you are as a unique artist into it. Did he have a foundation in the very beginning? I mean, yeah, it was pretty solid, like old school black metal that was present, that he included his background into. However, I am hearing that he wants to build on the foundation more, and then potentially later on, or even in the other tracks that he might bring in, that he will include some of those instruments in, or bring it more on in later works. I think he's wanting to build on his foundation now. Now that he's kind of gotten a following, he wants to get his foundation better set in, be able to allow scenery and visuals to be able to be incorporated within the material, but also be able to have some of that atmospheric ambience of almost a trance-like state, of almost a spiritual experience of being in the wilderness, of being one with nature, and how that is bringing, whenever you're in nature and you're having a real connection to nature, one of the best ways to do that is have something playing that is almost ethereal as well, to kind of set the stage for a unison or a harmony. This could be heard within that, from my perspective, and I think that's partially what Doppler was hearing, was that etherealness, the kind of atmospheric ambience that you're within nature, you're within this harmonic balance that already exists, and now you're just adding instrumentals to it to represent it in another fashion. And one of the things that I absolutely loved, that I was hearing and that I almost tears to my eyes, was there was this raw, extremely harsh distortion of guitars in the background, and he was layering it on with more of a modern sound to be able to bring some of the note clarity of what was going on in the rhythm section, but he still had some of that crusty, raw black metal sound that most people have come to know from like Norway, Sweden, whatever have you. That was present, and it was just absolutely amazing. And I cannot wait for Blackbraid 3 album to come out. I cannot wait for it. This was absolutely one of the best things I've heard in a while.
And I never listened to the second. I listened to the first album, but I never listened to the second one.
Yeah, I listened to the second one as well, and the second one there was still some of those folk instruments, but it was a slighter departure, and it did tend to focus a little bit more on the foundation. I think what he's trying to do is make sure get his foundation set and experiment with the foundation. Can he bring his folk side into the instruments that are modern currently? And then once he has that set, can he actually blend the two? It's going to be an interesting thing, but I think he's experimenting currently.
He could be.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that Blackbraid could completely depart from his folk instruments. I don't think he could, because I don't want to say it's part of his identity. No, we all hope he doesn't, but I don't think he can, because, not to say that's part of his identity, but it's what is one of the aspects that sets him apart.
Mm-hmm.
And so, to be able to completely do away with that, I'm not sure if he could do it, or if he would want to. But then again, as an artist, you also don't want to have this expectation laid on you. So,
right.
He's going into the mindset of, can I do this with the modern instruments and still bring those feelings of being close to nature, of my background, my heritage? So it would be interesting to see what comes about. Doppler, did I kind of also pick up the pieces that you were trying to mention?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay, I didn't know if there was anything else I missed that you were trying to convey.
No, You in a roundabout way explained what I was trying to say, but I still can't remember the exact word that I was thinking
Oh,
of.
I got you. No, you're fine. All right.
Cultural.
He pulled the long version.
I tend to.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mr. Analytical.
yeah.
Someone's got to be somewhat.
Charlie, our old boss, used to laugh at you for that.
Oh, I know. I can't remember what he used to say either.
I don't remember, but I know he used to joke about it.
Oh yeah, like I'd be explaining something and he just laugh and he goes, "So this," and I'm like, "Yeah," and he goes, "I love you." He's just like,
I,
I love having you as an
yeah,
associate."
you would do that, and I'd look at him and like he could have said it in 3 words. Said the same thing in 3 words.
Yep.
Someone's
Welcome to life with Pincushion.
Yep.
Someone's got to do it. All right, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed that, and we hope you enjoyed our discussion on it. If you disagree, or if you agree, fight us in the comments regardless. And until next time, guys, keep on happy.